I've been watching you.
Hello everyone, my name is Hxnleyy and welcome to another episode of my Liverpool career mode on ultimate difficulty. In this episode, I always say this, and I feel really repetitive that I do keep saying this. We could wrap up the Premier League, like in this episode, with 5 games to spare, if we can beat our Merseyside rivals. So literally, the first game of this episode, the game that we could win the league, which would then put me into a position where what do I do in terms of the rest of the games, because there are 5 other league games I've got, 2 against like fairly big teams as well. But then I've also got like Paris in the Champions League semi-final too. Do I just carry on simming the rest of the league now and just kind of prioritise the Champions League? Because that's the only really competition we've got left with us at the minute. We got knocked out of the FA Cup, we won the Carabao Cup, and there's no other competitions that kind of go on to this later, I think, now. And also, in the last episode, we signed an 88 rated player for, or in the process of, signing an 88 player for £1. Hxnleyy Buffon is 43 years of age, and we managed to kind of sign him for £1. I have delegated it. I don't know if I don't think I showed you that actually, but I have delegated it. In like, obviously, like it's a great keeper, but at the same time, it's not worth anything. Like, I literally picked him up for £1. He's not retiring, so I don't really know what to kind of do. I'll have to have a good think about it this episode, because like, if I do bring him in, then I probably would have to loan out either Alisson or Donnarumma. Probably Donnarumma because he's younger and he can go up like a few overalls as well. But otherwise, like, I could easily say no, I don't really want him because we've got Alisson on Donnarumma. But imagine having like a legend like Buffon into the team, and we could literally have like next season for him to like potentially like win the Champions League with him in the team. Because this is a guy that's never won the Champions League either. And we could be the team to fulfill it for him as well. It's a nice concept, but as I say, I don't really know them in it. A little bit torn. So we're gonna go for the normal 11, well, the strongest 11. And like I said, if we win this, we've won the league. I mean, from like an Everton perspective, this is probably like one of the biggest Merseyside derbies potentially in some time. But for Liverpool, it could be like a dream, because you would have won the Premier League against your biggest rivals. They're sitting third at the minute, and we're sitting a comfortable 10 points ahead of Chelsea. They do have a game in hand as well, and it will go up to 13 points, which apparently is going to make us near enough unstoppable if we do win. Got a nice defensive unit, with only conceding 23 goals so far this season. But Everton do have a pretty good team. They've got, like, you can see the likes of Marcelo and Didi, Walcott, Brandit, some very talented players in that team, so they're not exactly going to be any sort of pushovers at all. And the fact that we got to do this away makes it all the trickier. Speaking of Everton, let's see their lineup. They got Pickford in net, Martina, Hxnleyy, Savic, and Marcelo. Hxnley's a different one. Besic and Ndidi, Walcott, Giuliano, and Brandit, and Carlson up front. And we'll hit it! Good save by Pickford. Wasn't that great? And that is lovely counter. This is a lovely counter. Oh, why did I try and pass this? Why didn't I just try and shoot? Oh, Cancelo is just all Carlson, and did it! Simple enough for Alisson. Oh no, Carlson's gone through! And Varane, not once but twice, doing bits. And it's straight into the box, the 3rd time now. And then Titi. And did he put someone up? Well, I don't know how he managed to like shove off in Titi. And don't know who was even marking him, did he? In there. He had so much space to take the shot off. Out of the forwards so far, the only one I have seen is literally Leroy Sané. And that must have been some amount of power behind it, because the step out, like, that's an error by Pickford, surely, because, wow, there was a lot of power, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, it's a little bit that was a little bit questionable. Milinkovic! This time Pickford did get something to it. But Carlson switching it over for Bandit. And he's got so much space in the middle. I think Varane was actually chasing down the guy on the flank instead of just holding his position. Like, you see Cancelo going there, yeah, Varane was literally just caught in no man's land there. It was just following the ball rather than the man. And oh, that's a good save by Pickford. I did contemplate chipping him, but I thought that near post shot might have been able to do the difference. Kylian Mbappe into the box. Oh, somehow hit the post. 2-1 down at half time. I'm not gonna lie to you. We've not been that great. It's definitely doable. The comeback is on. It's gonna make it all the sweeter. Mbappe. Oh, trying to chip him this time around. Well, Pickford is stood tall. That's going to be out wide. Brandis for the counter attack now, though. Cuts in the inside with Carlson. Gets the shot off. Walcott! You know, it would have been quite nice if we did win it. I'll swap you to around there. The magic 3 substitutions we're going to put on. Ali, De Jong, and Mane. Speaking of Mane, he's on the ball in a minute. And he sees Sané in the back post! The Mane-Sané connection! Come on, let's get the ball. Let's get the ball. Literally, what an impact sub that is. Mane just literally crossing it into the back stick. And that's a bit more of a convincing goal this time around. This is nice. That's could be nice here. Keita into Mane. Sadio Mane! He might have done it! Sadio Mane might have won it! That's a lovely layoff by Naby Keita. Mane had so much space to attack them. And with the burst of pace not long just coming on as well. Sadio Mane could have potentially won us the league. He is going to be the name on everybody's lips if we can get this victory now. It just literally came on, got an assist to Sané to make it 2-2. And he's potentially has put us ahead and potentially got the winner in this game as well. Down line for Martino though. First time into the box. Walk up with a header! It wouldn't let me lock onto Varane in the middle though, which was really annoyed me. Because I wanted to obviously lock onto Varane. Wasn't letting me doing that. Keita. Mbappe. Oh, I was hoping Keita would have done some acrobatic effort. I probably should have held L2 to be honest, but 2 minutes any time and that's it! Don't get me wrong, Everton were definitely a team on the rise. But Merseyside is still going to be red. Have we not won a league from that? Was I just hyping this up and then we were just all of a sudden not winning the league? The race for the Premier League crown could be reached its conclusion this week as Liverpool look to secure the title with 5 games to spare with a win against Everton. They basically said a win against Everton and we've secured the title. Basically, they can get a maximum of 15 points, which can then take them to 84 points. I don't understand that. Why was that game the be-all or end-all? Chelsea are still mathematically in the race. Surely if we beat Huddersfield... I quite like the idea of what I said before the Everton match, which was if we sign him, we can obviously contend even for Champions League. And it's the one trophy that I feel like he is missing. He's won the World Cup, I believe. I think he's won the Euros. I think. No, I'll say that. Paris Saint-Germain in his career mode have already won a Champions League. I'm pretty sure I said in the last episode as well, this was kind of for science. I was seeing if I was able to kind of sign a guy for literally £1 to join us. And that is probably as good as I get in terms of I can sign him for literally £1 if I really wanted to. It's not worth anything, and it's just another goalkeeper. I've got 2 world-class goalkeepers already. I don't think I need a third. If I do have a third, it's going to be a youth academy player that has like a very high potential. So I don't really think I need him. It's looking pretty good at the minute. The 60th minute, still 2-0 up. We've got practically the second team on there still. And I'm fairly certain now. Yep, we've wrapped it up 2-0, and surely that'll be us winning. Surely that will be us like winning the league now. Surely. However, this is the game we need to focus on, and this is the team we're going to be using. The strongest team, and it's against Paris Saint-Germain, which I don't think we have played since Season 1, I want to say. Maybe Season 2. We might have played them in the group stages, but I don't think we've played them in knockout stage football as of yet. So I could be wrong though. The mad thing about this is, obviously the teams are left at us, Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, or Barcelona. And now we are against Paris Saint-Germain in the semi-final. We've taken probably one of their best, if not their best player in their team, and he's going to be playing against them as well. We could have easily signed Buffon, and I'm pretty sure now we'll come to the conclusion I'm not going to sign him. I am 90% sure that Paris Saint-Germain have already won the Champions League in this career mode. And I feel like it's kind of not really much point of us signing him if he's already kind of won the Champions League, considering the fact that we've got 2 brilliant goalkeepers in Alisson and Donnarumma, who is definitely one for the future. The heir of Luigi Buffon. There's going to be some players in there which are going to be not as good as they used to be. There's going to be some players in there that are going to be absolutely incredible. And there's already a fair few that I've seen in there that I think are going to be absolutely remarkable. And that there, Neymar, is going to probably be one of them. So there's got Cavani up front, Neymar playing as Cam, Costa, Di Maria on the flanks, Marquinhos in the centre back, Maguire, Carvajal, and the former Inter Milan centre back too. So I think it's a good defence. The holding midfielder partnering Verratti is a little bit questionable. Neymar is going to be the guy that's going to be pulling the strings in this show. I could just see this happening now. Oh, Costa. Oh no, he's coming in. Oh no, that cut inside was just absolutely disgusting. Paris Saint-Germain were definitely one of the harder teams when we last played them. Oh my gosh, Alisson again had to get a hand to it, and probably would have thought he could have got something to it, but not quite. Oh my gosh, this is actually turning out really nicely, and Sané! Oh, hits the crossbar! Oh, Milinkovic with a 1-2 on Buffon! And Jesus! This is definitely end-to-end football at the minute. That's nice. Keita. Oh, straight into Mbappe! And Kylian Mbappe! Just before the half-hour mark. We're not going to celebrate against us, his former team. But that is a huge goal for us at the Parc de France. Jesus with the layoff. A nice through ball. In between the defenders too. And Kylian Mbappe. I don't think he's really scored many Champions League goals this campaign or this season. But there have been crucial ones when he has scored though. Oh, Robertson. Oh, this is nice though. Jesus. Jesus. That's a nice ball. Jesus! Brilliant save by Gianluigi Buffon. Cavani tried something fancy. Wasn't going to get anything to it though. Parc de France, and it's going to be 1-0 here. It's been a really. It feels like it's been a really tight game. It really does. That's a lovely one to Sane. Good save by Buffon once again. And Goretzka. What kind of shot was that? Mbappe. Oh my gosh, what a ball that is by Mbappe. And Jesus, surely! Yes, he has! What a ball that was by Kylian Mbappe. To get it into Gabriel. I was a bit sceptical with the touch. But Gabriel Jesus marking the occasion in the semi-final by putting us 2 ahead. Oh no, what are we doing there? What are we doing there? Neymar, good save. What Marcelo. It's a good save by Alisson to begin with, but he just couldn't quite get to the rebounds. Oh, and that's nice by Jesus. He wins it back into it for Kylian Mbappe. And Goretzka! What a save again! Oh, Fekir! Well, it's a bit rare that he gets something, doesn't he? Sane with a very nice layoff. And Fekir on his right foot, his weaker foot too, knocks it past Buffon into the top corner. And that's kind of what we subbed him on for as well. He knows he can make them forward runs so nicely. And Fekir! Oh my gosh! That would have been that actually would have been so close by Nabil Fekir towards the end. Why, before I forget again, we're gonna change one of the drills. So keep meaning to do this, but I don't do it. You've just played as well. You've kind of just played, but at the same time, like, the only one that's actually changed is Mbappe. So we're actually going to sim against Chelsea. We are away, so it is a little bit of a risk. At the same time, though, I'm fairly certain we've won the league. I'm like 90% sure that we've won the league. Oh wow, what just happened there? Vasquez got one in the 9th minute, Marnie got one in literally a minute later, and then Skriniar gets booked a minute later after that. Some madness happening at Stamford Bridge. It's going to go to the 70th minute, and Salah's put us another one ahead. And I think Salah's goal, by the looks of it, is going to be the most deciding goal too. Hazard didn't actually get on the score sheet either. So we kept him quiet. Look, Talisca again. What is wrong with this game? Talisca has not played, and somehow he's in... Oh, honestly, I don't understand this. Talisca hasn't played, and I don't think he's even... Well, it might be a few weeks at most for a comeback. But I'm pretty sure he's like still like a month away from his actual comeback. 4 weeks. Practically a month before he can actually come back. So, if we do get progress to the final, then yeah, he's going to get into the final. We're actually going to play this one as well, so we're actually managing to play both legs of the Champions League. We're going to put the stronger team on too. Literally, only change we made, Donnarumma in net. That's literally the only change that we have made. We've got a 3-1 aggregate score. Let's progress to the final. So the first leg actually was 1-1 in the other game. I don't know who was the home team in that, but anything can happen, I guess, between Bayern or Barcelona. If we do progress, who would I rather play against? I don't know, that's a very hard one. That is a very tough one. I think Bayern have lost a fair few players. I'd have lost Alaba, Thiago. We've still got some good players like Lewandowski in there, Neuer. Fabinho and Firmino are the two guys on the yellow cards, and I thought they'd get erased after the semi-final, but probably not. Is Parry going to make any sort of changes this time around? It doesn't look like it. I think they've kept the end of exactly the same. Looks exactly the same sort of lineup as they played in the first leg. And you know what? We're at home. We've got the advantage, both in terms of ground and aggregate score. Oh my gosh, Mbappe! Oh my gosh, Mbappe! Oh! The skills by Mbappe. I was about to say the 19-year-old, but you can clearly see, obviously, I am joking by that, and he is actually 22. It's got like an overall of... Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's got an overall of... Oh my gosh, but... Jesus puts us 4-1 ahead on aggregate. Jesus has got like an overall of like 91 and he's only 22. That is scary. And this is just putting more misery on the PSG now. They have to score 3 goals still if they want any chance of progressing. And Sane. Oh my gosh, Jesus got quite the volley onto that. Sane. Jesus. Buffon again with a good save. And Milinkovic into Jesus. And the inside, Gabriel Jesus. Of course, he's going to get one in the net, isn't he? That's 2, and he's on his way, not for just a hat-trick, but the perfect one. First one with his head, second one on the outside of the right foot, passing the great Buffon. And Mbappe's won it, Milinkovic. It was worth a try from distance, but it is going to be a corner nonetheless. Oh my! Jesus is on fire! It came off the defender, but... Oh, it's madness. That's going to be nice. 1-2. Mbappe surely. Oh no, hits the bar. And it's going to go into the middle. Donnarumma wins it. Donnarumma's throws are just so weak compared to Alisson's. That really was just pathetic. Oh, look at this. He was just walking. He was practically walking. And it's going to go over the top again. Leroy Sané. That's a good strike. Mbappe! A good strike. Why did he even try and shoot from there? There was a player closing him down, and the angle was ridiculous. And the commentators, that should have been a goal. I'd love to see one of the commentators try and score from that angle, in that position, in that situation. That was very weak effort. Oh dear me, this is shocking. Well, it's 5-3 and it's 2-2 in the night. That was just... Well, let's be honest. Robertson was, yeah, so far. But Di Maria had basically a field all to himself. He had that much space. Oh my gosh, what a save that was by Donnarumma. We have through to the Champions League final. For the second time in this series, but the first time on the ultimate difficulty. Oh, it actually looks like we're playing against Bayern Munich in the final. Bayern Munich won on away goals. Like, so it was 1-1 at the Allianz Arena. And they've managed to get a draw at the Nou Camp at Barcelona. And you know what? What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to sim these games. And the very last game that I'm going to do is going to be literally a straight live game of the Champions League. So it's literally, you're going to get to see the match from start to finish. You get to see all the kind of substitutes I do, all the like little random bits I do in between as well. Shouldn't be anything cut at all. It's literally going to be like a straight take. So what I'm going to do now is it's literally, we've won the league anyway. So we're going to just literally, I'll just sim through these quite quickly. So we won 2-1 there against Spurs. Oh, look at that, 20 points ahead of our nearest rival. And Everton actually did second, you know what? Fair play, Everton, fair play. You've been in our shadows for so long, and now you're actually, you know, doing pretty decent in the league. We drew 1-1 against Notts Forest. And now we're going to have our last game, which we can only potentially get up to 95 points. Season B is very average all round. Oh my gosh, that is the news I've been wanting to see for so long. Anderson Talisca is back from his injury. And the last game of the Premier League season we're going to play is against Southampton away. And we're going to win 2-1, no injuries. Minami probably going up to the 70 for like the 8th time in his season. It's ridiculous how many times like you think they've gone up, but they actually haven't gone up Right, so the next episode we will play the Champions League straight through. You get to see all the ins and outs of what I kind of do in a bit more detail, the bits I do cut out. And Dortmund are actually the Europa League winners. And they beat Everton! And also, obviously, in the next episode I will start up the next season as well. And like I said before, I'll probably will more than likely try and invest in these 4 players for the season. I'll probably loan out the ones that I've already got loaned out as well, and we can go again for literally all competitions. But anyway guys, if you enjoyed the episode, leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, want to see more content, and leave a comment in the comment section down below for any sort of feedback as well, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care.